Welcome to the Decadence of Umbra.
Hello, my name is Fernando de Cruz, and I have a story to tell. With an unexpected child on the way, a young man named Nijah is out doing deliveries in order to save up and prepare for his new life to come. But on this night, he meets someone that he never knew he'd meet until he drives on the street of Ligatus. Let's begin. The night is silent, with the wind so thick that it seemed like it had life due to the air breathing back onto the vehicle's windows. As a young man travels into the dark for food delivery, he wonders to himself, why am I doing this? Why? As he wipes the windows to be able to see, he turns on the defogger. Naturally, he looks leisurely toward an ultrasound photo on his dashboard that was taken a few days ago. I have to keep going for my baby. I only got a few months, so I have to try, said Nijah. Following the address on his navigation, he notices that the road he is on is leading to a dead end. With his front lights beaming into the night, he sees no evidence of life. The only sense of life he sees are those who can't speak but provide the oxygen we need. The wind is eerily blowing through the delicate branches onto his skin, making each hair on his arms rise. He then holds his arms aggressively, breathing heavily, and looks to his right, seeing nothing but a deceased pasture.
What type of rock bullshit is this? Damn, it's cold.
Having every right to feel how he felt, Nijah pulls out his phone sharply and makes a call to his purchaser to see if this was the right location. Standing by, hearing the dial tone, a warm, soft, and elegant voice speaks into his ear.
Hello?
Said the woman. Yes, is this Serenity?
Speaking. May I ask who is calling?
Yeah, this is for your delivery, and the location you gave me, it seemed to have brought me to a dead end, said Nijah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This happens all the time. Let me send you the correct address.
Nijah then ponders on the reasoning behind why she needs to send him the correct address, as she stated. Ma'am, I don't mean to overstep my boundaries, but could you explain why you added this address since this happens all the time? Hearing no response, he then feels dampness behind his neck and fret of the predicament he's in. As he slowly takes the phone off his ear, he then hears a response.
Not a problem at all. I'd be happy to answer your question. May I ask for your name again?
Yes, as said in the app, it's Nijah.
Right, sorry. My mind isn't in the right location.
Nijah was taken back by her response, but tries to pay no mind.
To answer your question, the reason why we do this is because for some reason our address doesn't pop up. So we just click the nearby address button, and it leads many people to an area area where the old abandoned house used to be on Ligatus Street.
Nijah is puzzled due to there being nothing but a darkened field. But to please his client, he then turns his head once more. In agitation, he drops his phone to his waist slowly. But before his eyes was something that wasn't there. It was a house. He questions if what he saw was real. A light then turns on in one of the windows where a shadow of a person appears, but doesn't look out the window, almost like they're contemplating what to do. Yes, I do now, but I swear that house was never there.
Oh, honey, of course it is there. You must be tired, I assume. Poor thing. All you have to do is turn back around where you'll see the children at play sign with an X on it. And when you do, turn left and go up the road. There you'll see a house with bright lights on to see through the luxuriant. You got it?
I believe so.
Great. Contact me again if you get lost. Be safe.
Serenity then hangs up the phone. As he enters his car, Nijah gazes upon the 3 circles on the app and prepares to cancel the order. A notification rings and he swipes down to see what it was. $100 tip, what the hell? He then chooses to continue his delivery. Entering the driveway, he sees a porch light turn on, and a well-coiffed woman opens the front door. The way he imagined her to be was exactly what he thought.
Hello, Nijah, right?
Yes, it is. You have a lovely house. Wow.
Why, thank you, honey. Also, sorry for the misdirection. I hope it wasn't too much trouble,
said Serenity. Not at all, ma'am, but about the tip, did you mean to send me this much?
Oh, it's no trouble, honey. It's the least I can do after all the trouble, especially how far from where you drove. Besides, you can't take it with you when you die, right?
Right. And it was no trouble at all, ma'am? Really?
Please, I insist. Take it. It's no trouble at all, especially for the baby.
Nijah then steps back from the woman, puzzled about how she knew.
Please, don't be alarmed, darling. I meant no harm. I can just sense you are a new father. When you've been around as long as I have, you learn a thing or two,
said Serenity. It's fine, but I'm going to be heading out now. It's pretty late.
Yes, I understand. Head on back. But please be careful. It can be troublesome driving on the street of Ligatus in the dark. So please, be safe.
Nijah, feeling discombobulated, steps back and enters his car, where he sees her waving goodbye. Nope. He immediately steps on the gas and drives off into the night. What the fuck was that? Said Nijah. As he drove farther, he looks at his navigation and sees his bars have dropped. His heart then starts to race in worry because he wants to get home to his woman. He then grabs his chest and changes the radio to a softer sounding station to calm himself down, since there is no one on the road. He states to himself, It's fine, Nijah, no worries. You'll be home in no time. Half an hour goes by, and no sign of life seems to reveal itself as Nijah drives. There has to be a turn or end to this road somewhere, said Nijah. He looks at his phone and sees there was still no signal. In panic, he looks at the ultrasound photo on the dashboard. Yet as he turns his eyes back on the road, a little girl appears. Nijah aggressively slams on the brakes to save the girl and turns the car into the tree. He unbuckles his seatbelt and runs out the car. Oh, no, please, God, no, please, no.
Hello?
Nijah then hears a gentle voice speaking to him and sees, at the side of the road, it's a little girl. Are you okay? Where are your parents?
I don't know. Why? I don't know where they are. I don't remember.
What do you mean you can't remember? Nijah then shines the light at her, seeing a mark around her neck, with her eyes fully dilated. Listen, I'm going to take you to a hospital. Everything is going to be okay, all right? Nijah then helps the little girl into his passenger seat and buckles her up. Yet as he looks into her eyes, he sees something familiar, but can't seem to understand what it is. Entering his vehicle, he starts the car and drives off slowly. What's your name?
I'm not sure,
said the little girl quietly. You don't know your own name? What is that up there? She points to the photo of his baby that is on the dashboard. Oh, that's my... Nijah's phone starts to ring in his pocket, and him being relieved, he grabs the phone. I finally have a signal! Looking at the caller ID, he sees it's from a hospital that's near his home. Hello?
Is this the boyfriend of Marlena? Mr. Dawson?
Yes, it is. Is everything all right?
There's no easy way of saying this, so I'm going to come out with it as calmly as possible.
Nijah's heart starts to race again, and worried that something has happened without him being there.
Marlena was recently checked in by her sister due to being in labor.
This early? How is that possible? The baby wasn't supposed to come for another month.
These things happen, Mr. Dawson.
How's my girlfriend Marlena? How's my baby? The little girl looks over to Nijah, wondering why he is hysterical.
Your girlfriend is fine. She's just resting. The situation is with your daughter.
It was a girl? Please, don't tell me she's... Nijah slows down the car to park it and falls into tears on the steering wheel.
The incident that happened is called a neutral cord, which is where the umbilical cord becomes wrapped around the fetal's neck 360 degrees. Neutral cord occurs in about 10 to 29% of fetuses. Unfortunately, your child was one of them.
No. My baby, I can't lose my baby. I didn't even get to hold her. I didn't even get to be there for my girl. Why didn't anyone call me sooner?
I'm not sure, but I'm sorry for your loss. My only suggestion is to get here as soon as possible.
I will. Tell her I'm on the road of Ligatus Street, and I'll get there as soon as I can.
I will, sir. My deepest condolences.
The doctor then hangs up the phone, leaving Nijah in despair from losing his daughter. The little girl then stares at the man and touches his hand softly to answer the question he asked her earlier.
Helena. My name is Helena,
said the little girl. Nijah then looks at Helena and sees a smile on her face. A bright light then appears behind the girl.
Goodbye. I hope you can find your way. And do not get lost, Daddy.
She chuckles to him and vanishes before his eyes, yet the light stays before him, where he feels at peace from saying his last goodbye to his daughter. The light then fades away, and we see the first house that he was led to before he called Serenity. But this time, the house was remodeled.
How is this possible?
The lights in the house all turn on with a shadow behind each one, and he feels their eyes cutting him piece by piece. The front door opens slowly, and we see a dark figure appear. A wind then starts to blow with no sense of life around, but him and the house. The dark figure then lifts their finger and pulls Nijah into the home. Nijah then tries to fight it, but he can't break out of the dark entity's grasp, making him unable to speak or move. Being pulled fully into the house, the door closes shut, with no sound occurring, but the ambience of nature. The house then resumes looking abandoned, with no trace of the young man. Three days later, Marlena wakes from her rest and sees her sister's name, Amelia, sitting on the chair and talking to her faintly. Amelia? Said Marlena to her sister. Marlena, Mom, she's awake! Her family then comes into the room in tears and apathy. Where's my baby? The mother then covers her face and cries into her husband's arms from knowing the truth about her grandchild. Amelia, where's my baby? Amelia gives no response. Helena, she's okay, right? Said Marlena. The doctor then overheard what was going on and stepped in, advising that everyone leaves the room so he can speak to Marlena alone. There's no easier way to say this, Marlena, but your baby didn't make it. No, please, no. She holds her hand to her forehead, trembling, and cried loudly into the blankets of her bed. I'm so sorry for your loss, but we did all we could. Fuck your sympathy, you bitch. I lost my baby. I know, ma'am, I know. Where's Nijah? Where's my boyfriend? The doctor then sits in silence, not knowing how to respond to his patient. You already gave me enough. You mean to tell me there's more? We don't know, ma'am. What do you mean you don't know? His parents issued a search for him due to it being 3 days. It's been 3 days?
Yes, ma'am. All I can say is the last thing he said, which was he was driving on the road of Ligatus, which I don't understand because that road has been shut down for years.
Marlena then drops her head once again. I'll let you be. If you like, I can let your family back. No! Tell them I need to be alone. I'll let them know. I give my deepest apologies. What good is that going to do for me? Get out of my face! Marlena then looks out the window from the bed, mourning the loss of her child, then whispers 4 words. Nijah, where are you?
One Last Goodbye, written and narrated by yours truly. Thank you all so much for listening. And out of curiosity, where do you think Nijah went? Is he alive or dead? I'd love to hear your theories and thoughts. Make sure to hit that bell and subscribe to be notified for the next story from the Decadence of Umbra. Until next time, ta-ta for now.